Hello and welcome into the Digital Center here as we present our Friday staple known as the Weekend Preview. Everyone's got that weekend feeling. I'm Casey Marler, joined by Sarah Diamond.
Hello, hello.
Sarah, back in the house. We're together again this
Yes.
weekend.
Happy Friday, everybody.
And I know you got that Friday feeling.
I always
that time.
You do not even know. You do not even realize. Yes.
Yeah, over the course of the next half hour, Sarah and I will bring you some of the events going on. What a busy Memorial Day weekend all around the Tri-Cities. We do this every Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern on WJHL Plus. But before we get started with the events, we first bring in Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds, who has a quick look at our forecast. Mark, we've been nice the last couple of days, but now is when it gets serious.
Of course it does. And it's the holiday, and a lot of people want to do swimming. And guess what? We're going to see rain and cooler temperatures. That's all I'll say. It's still 70s. But kids will get in the water.
Yeah. It's a little different than in years past.
I mean, Casey would get in the
water. Back in the past. Yeah. I'm a fair weather swimmer now.
He's delicate now. He's delicate like a little flower.
Like a delicate. That's what they say. I don't think that the 70s are going to keep people off the lake, though. I think it'll be nice enough to get outside, right, Mark?
Yeah, and tomorrow we'll start to see an increase in clouds. We're going to look at the forecast because today is beautiful. I mean, sunshine today. But watch as we go through time. You're going to see those clouds increasing tomorrow. You'll also find a chance of some scattered showers. I really think they'll hold off tomorrow. They're going to come in our region on Sunday. And it looks like now some of that moisture trying to sneak into the west. And we may see a few scattered showers late Saturday. But again, on Sunday, that's when our rain chances go up. Now, this model has a ton of rain tomorrow. But I still think it's going to be a mix of sun and clouds and scattered showers coming in late. And look at your Sunday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning. Here comes a good chance of rain throughout the day, from the morning right through the afternoon. This is going to be a new pattern. I say a new pattern. Something we haven't seen, right? Rain every day. Look at Saturday. So we're looking at partly cloudy skies. High temperatures again in the lower 70s, a mix of sun and clouds. Now, as we go into Saturday night, the rain chances coming up. Sunday, good chance of showers, maybe even some thunderstorms. And our high on Sunday, 71. Look at Memorial Day. Because here, too, unfortunately, the rain is in there as well. Good chance of showers, some rain much of the day. High temperature still on Monday, right around 73. Now, our 7-day coming up in a minute. We'll show you the forecast right now because tonight we're still going to see a cool night as you see generally fair skies. Look at that low, 43.
Ooh,
nice
chilly.
Tomorrow, you're looking at a mix of sun and clouds, high temperature, again, back to around 72. And then the showers are back each and every day next week. Look at these highs. I think there's tomorrow, 72 degrees and the west wind. The winds are going to die down a bit, too. That's good news. Here's your 7-day forecast. Look at this. I mean, every day next week, highs in the 70s, scattered showers and storms. And that cool air is still trying to come down. Not so much Friday, but next weekend in the first part of June. A little bit cooler air, we'll say. Still some low 70s. That's not bad.
Whew.
Yeah.
All right. Saturday's looking good, though, which is good for the Diamond family anyway.
Big day, big weekend.
And hundreds of other Science Hill families.
And just
graduation.
Maybe a shower, so don't rule it out. I think we may see a chance of showers, but I think more likely on Sunday. Some of those models are a little overdone here with the rain on Saturday.
Okay.
Our ceremony inside?
Yes, ceremony is inside. We don't have to worry about that at all, which is fantastic.
And when Casey gets the little arm things on, he can go swim.
Yeah, his little floaties. Your floaties.
They're going away. You still got the orange ones?
No, I got ones with fish on them.
Good.
Fish floaties. Keep it safe.
Get some video of that. We'll play it on Monday.
You talk about the cool weather. The heat's coming.
Yes.
If we got to hold off another week or so. Now, we don't necessarily like it during Memorial Day weekend.
No, right? But I can hear it now. It's a lot of people like it this weather. But when it gets hot, we're going to hear all about it.
Oh, yes.
And July 4th is right around the corner.
And yesterday we were talking about in one of the newscasts, we were talking about 100 days of Tennessee football.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know, I get out after the 6 o'clock news, and I don't know if you felt this on your way home last night at 6:30 for the break, but it felt like the fall out.
It did. And last night after the 11 o'clock newscast, we both said it feels like fall out here.
Because I want to see summer for
Yeah, it'll be here.
I know football's not that far away, but let's get 1 or 2 months.
Yeah, do you guys like the heat? I like the blazing summertime.
I don't mind the heat at all. No. I like the cold, but I like the heat. I mean, that's why I like living here. It's because it has all the seasons.
As long as
they're just mild.
I need a breeze in the summertime. When we don't have a breeze, no.
It's tough.
It is tough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Right.
Enjoy your Memorial Day holiday
Thank you,
weekend.
Mark.
We'll see you next Friday. Yes, sir. All right. Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds. We're going to take a quick break. Sarah and I will be back with a list of all the events that you can take in this Memorial Day weekend coming up right after this break. You're watching the Weekend Preview on WJHL Plus. Preview. We're so close.
Yes, this is the beginning of the end of the week for us.
So before we get to our list, big weekend for the Diamond family.
Big
the
weekend.
End of an era.
Yes, it's an end of an era. The Johnson City school system will no longer have any diamonds in the school system.
And if you listen real, you can hear a roar from the administrative
yes,
crowd.
The sigh of relief, the celebration. Trust me.
Yes, our fine folks at Johnson City Schools celebrating the end of the school year as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Exciting.
It's one of those things, we're going to be empty nesters, as you were officially an empty nester last week.
Yeah, happens fast.
So, but I mean, we're still going to be busy. We've still got, the summer, and we've got ball, and then we've got ball for both daughter and son. Yes. So
different parts of the country.
That's right. One this way, one this way. So it's gonna be fun, but we're just gonna take everything as it comes and enjoy it.
Well, awesome.
Yeah,
well,
thank you.
Special weekend with your family for sure.
Yes.
Let's get to our list, shall we? And we'll begin up at Bristol Motor Speedway. Large cars and guitars. This is a special event. Yeah, a yearly fundraiser for the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, and it's going to be a lot of fun and raising a lot of money.
That is true. It's actually today and tomorrow. There are going to be truck displays, the large cars, live music, guitars, fireworks. There are going to be vendors there. It's going to be wonderful. And one thing I do love about Susan G. Komen, the Breast Cancer Foundation, is where all of the money goes. They specifically say 75% of whatever is raised goes to breast cancer research. The other 25% stays, flip that. 75% stays local to help folks here in the region.
Yeah.
25% goes to corporate to help with breast cancer research. So that is very specific, which I love.
And you know exactly where your money's going, what it's going to. Last year, this event raised over $50,000.
Amazing.
In a couple of days out at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's free. Got to pay for parking, $25. All kinds of opportunities to have fun and raise money.
Yes.
Can't think of a better way to spend a few bucks and spend some time with family and friends. And up at Bristol Motor Speedway with the large cars and guitars for the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. A weekly staple in Jonesboro, Music on the Square back. Weather looks like it's going to be good again tonight. So from Friday tonight, every Friday through the summer from 7 to 9, live music right there on the courthouse steps. Kind of a throwback.
It is. And it's quintessential small town.
It is.
And I love it. And you are a Washington County guy. You're a Jonesboro guy. So I know that Jonesboro is near and dear to your heart, and you love activities like this.
When we first got here, we talk about this all the time, 2 decades ago, and we've lived it now.
Yes.
That people don't think places like this exist.
Yeah.
Where you literally bring your lawn chair down to Main Street on Friday night.
Yeah.
And you sit right in the middle of the road, a town that's 225 years old, and listen to live music.
Yeah.
And they have food trucks, and obviously some of the local businesses are open. So if you're new to the area, if you're visiting the area, if you have a chance, get down to Jonesboro. Music on the Square, bring your folding chair. You literally just set it up in the middle of the road and have a toe-tapping good time.
That's great.
Downtown Johnson City, they're the 413 Schools Out Block Party.
Yeah, 413, if you don't know, they are an amazing group geared toward young people, helping them live positive lives, and there are mentors there. It's a wonderful group. nonprofit organization. And there's going to be kickball, shirt painting, a free movie. They are giving away 40 bicycles. Okay. Um, there are going to be food boxes from Second Harvest in case, anybody needs anything. This is going to be Saturday from 5 to 9, and it's at TVA Credit Union Ballpark, which is the Doughboys, where the Doughboys play, just in case you didn't know what TVA Credit Union Ballpark is. And I can't say enough good things about the Group 413. They're just amazing. And what a great way to kick off the summer.
Right? A big
Perfect.
block party with
Yeah.
giveaways. And as you mentioned, the bicycle giveaway.
Yeah.
TR Dunn and his group have done an amazing
Carla,
job.
yes.
Tireless.
Yep.
Leading young people. 10 years ago, 2014, the Duns start out with this group in their house.
Yeah.
Let's just get together and have a little party.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're filling a ballpark full of fun.
I love it.
Number one, how it's grown. Number two, how important it is to give these teenagers and young people leadership opportunities and bring
Yes.
them all together for wholesome fun. And that's going on this weekend. The former Cardinal Park, TVA Credit Union Ballpark there in Johnson City. Back to Jonesboro we go.
Let's go back to
Let's
Jonesboro.
go back to Jonesboro.
Yeah.
We've been out of there almost 30 seconds. Wetlands Water Park opening up this weekend. The Wetlands, the big grand opening on Saturday, and it runs through the summer.
Yes, Saturday from 10 to 8, they're going to be open. There's going to be a live DJ. I love that slide. That one slide is just like the big wide slide where like multiple people can go down. Love that. I just saw that on the video. So Saturday from 10 to 8, there's going to be a live DJ, sand volleyball. There are going to be games, and it's a wonderful way to, again, kick off the summer season. A lot of people are out of school now. Johnson City schools, I know, their last day was today. So tomorrow from 10 to 8, great place to go. Hopefully, I'm sure the weather will cooperate. And you know what, kids, they don't care. If it's a little chilly out, they're still going to go in the water.
No.
Doesn't matter.
It will be full. If it's dry,
it always is. Yeah.
My favorite part about Wetlands is it is such a quaint, it's not spacious. There's a lot to do, several different slides, but you can relax as a parent because they're your children, their friends, they're always right there within eye shot, no matter where you're at.
That's true.
Brand new paint job this morning on Good Morning Tri-Cities. Kelly Grossfield was live out there, and they were showing what they've done. The updates, a new menu at the snack bar. You mentioned the DJ.
Yes.
If you've been there before. You've never been there before. Get out to Wetlands this summer and check it out.
Let's go to Abingdon, Virginia next. Let's continue our tour.
Up 81 we go. Another great event for a great cause.
Yes, Plum Alley Day. It's a festival up there. It is one of the largest fundraisers for the Kiwanis Club of Abingdon. And this Kiwanis Club is very active in the community. And this fundraiser, Plum Alley Day, allows them to do wonderfully good things for the community. There's going to be 150 vendors, as you can see, all different kinds, crafts, antiques, art, clothing, jewelry. If you have like a birthday or something coming up, this might be a good spot to do a little shopping. There's going to be food trucks, which, is a winner. That's always a winner in my book. And it's going to be Saturday from 8 until 2, right on Main Street and Valley Street, that area in Abingdon, Virginia. And Abingdon's beautiful anyway.
It's just a fun, neat town.
Yes.
Another one of those quaint towns here in our region. And this weekend, it's all about, once again, celebrating children. Kiwanis and the work that they do in that organization goes directly to young people in the region in both Abingdon and Washington County, Virginia.
Yeah.
Every nickel that's raised will go into Kiwanis to be spread out throughout several children's organizations throughout Washington County, Virginia, and Abingdon. So another great way to find a unique gift and to help a good cause as well.
I think we should go to Elizabethton now.
Yeah, we're putting
zoom on over to Elizabethton.
In the road miles now. Back into the Tri-Cities we go. The VFW drone dedication is coming up tomorrow. It's at 3 o'clock. This is the VFW 2001 West Elk Avenue in Elizabeth. And short ceremony prior to the drone unveiling will take place. They'll have refreshments there.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're in the area of Elizabethton, stop by, check it out. The VFW Post 2166 hosting that dedication of its Gray Eagle drone. So congratulations to those folks there. And that is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. The Pickle Festival,
Yes.
pickle-themed cocktails.
I'm in.
Pickle mead vendors, contests, and raffle giveaways. This is going on in Kingsport this weekend.
We're going to the Model City for the Pickle Festival at Gypsy Circus, a very successful place in Kingsport. And having two athletes in my family, I know the importance of pickle juice. It's got, it alleviates or prevents, muscle cramps. We know all this, but now when you go to pickle themed cocktails, it's just raising it up a notch.
It's time for the adults to make sure they don't cramp up.
Exactly. The pickle mead. I don't know if I've ever had mead and pickle flavored mead, but you know what? I would try it.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Kingsport's the place to be tomorrow for that.
Yes.
And through it all, we have the 3-day weekend coming up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves that.
Mm-hmm.
And but we can't forget why we have the 3-day
Exactly.
weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And this is when we remember servicemen and women who have fallen in the line of duty.
Yes.
And at Mountain Home, they will have the Mountain Home Memorial Day flag placement ceremony.
Yes.
And that is coming up tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And the Boy Scouts in our area do a great job with this.
Yes, if you can meet at the gazebo there. The address is on the website, 215 Heroes Drive. Placing flags at each of the sites. And if you've never been to Mountain Home to see the sea of gravestones, it is very moving. You don't realize how many people from this area have fought and died for our country, and it's very moving. And something simple you can do to honor those who have fought and died for us, so we can have this 3-day weekend and enjoy it with our friends and family. Always remember the reason behind that 3-day weekend.
Without a doubt, it's 9 a.m. open to the public.
Yep.
Right there at the Mountain Home National Cemetery. So if you can join the folks there at Mountain Home for the flag ceremony tomorrow, and also on Monday at 11 a.m. a ceremony will commence at Mountain Home National Cemetery as well. So a couple of chances there to remember why we are free and why we have this great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Museum of Butler's 25th celebration.
Now this is interesting, and I know you brought this up in a meeting
a couple weeks
ago. And Butler has such a unique story. So and this is going to be Saturday from 10 to 6. But the museum really it's something that really you love to talk about.
Yeah, it is. The 25th anniversary, 25th birthday of the museum, celebrating Butler, the town that wouldn't drown.
Yeah.
And a great story behind it. If you're unfamiliar, so many people here from the region are. But Butler, Tennessee was in a floodplain, and the TVA came out and said, we're going to open the dam and we are going to let the lake flow. And so everybody in town, they literally moved all the shops, moved the houses, and they opened the dam. And and now Butler, the original town of Butler, is under Watauga Lake.
Yeah.
And this museum in Butler, celebrating 25 years this weekend, is a celebration and a remembrance of that. And there are still several buildings, several houses that didn't get moved. They're underneath the lake. And now Butler proper is there on the outskirts along the highway. But yeah, real unique history in our town, and the museum celebrates that, and they are celebrating a 25th anniversary coming up this weekend.
That'll be cool.
And Memorial Day, obviously, on Monday, and so many events, parades, events, flag ceremonies. So one of those is in Marion, Virginia. The Memorial Day parade is at 10 a.m. there in the heart of downtown Marion. Elizabethton also has a Memorial Day ceremony coming up on Monday as well.
Yeah, that'll be at 11 o'clock at the War Memorial, the Veterans War Memorial. And then Sullivan County is going to have an event Monday. That one's going to be at 4 in on Highway 394 in Blountville. The address you can see there on your screen on our website as well. Just a great way to honor those folks again who fought and died, so we could be here.
The unofficial start of summer. Memorial Day has been that for years and
Oh,
years.
yeah.
We can expect people out on the lake. Remember, this is National Boating Safety Week,
Mm-hmm.
which means when you go out on the lake, first time this season for many, got to keep it slow, keep it safe, have a good time.
Right.
A lot of cookouts and people getting together and celebrating, obviously, a big racing weekend. But at the heart of it all, as you just mentioned,
Yep.
we remember the fallen soldiers who have given us our freedom to have this kind
Yes.
of a good time this weekend.
Yeah. I think that this is the time of year where there's so much going on. Sometimes they call it, Maycember, because December is so busy, the holidays and everything. But May is just as busy because you've got graduation, you've got the end of school, you've got, Memorial Day weekend, you've got trips planned, and there's just so much going on. Taking just a few minutes out to remember why we get this 3-day weekend is great, and having fun with your family and your friends, and honoring what our soldiers did, the soldiers who died for us. Easy thing to do, just to take a minute to thank them in your mind, in your heart, whatever.
We gave her 20 minutes and we just let her kind of lay low,
You know,
push the button.
I didn't want to say
sit in
anything
the background.
because, yeah,
We're running out of time here. So we're going to introduce the incomparable Kenzie Haygood, who is punching the buttons. Where you at, Kenzie?
Show yourself, Kenzie.
Show yourself, Kenzie.
Kenzie is part of our digital team, and she is amazing. You see her byline on a lot of stories that we do that end up on our website and socials and things like that. And she is just amazing. And this is her first time running our podcast.
Yes. She's run some before.
She's run the more serious ones.
Never anything like this, right, Kenzie? Never anything like this.
Poor girl. We're putting her right on the spot.
We are. But she had to know. We gave her almost the entire show.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, good. Good.
But you are appreciated.
Yes, for sure.
In all of your humbleness. And
yeah. Well, we hope that we'll be able to, everybody at home will be able to see you maybe next week.
Maybe next time. Yes.
Yeah. Fingers crossed she did this. So fingers crossed.
She says, I can't find the button, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Can't
she
do
controls
it.
the buttons.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
There's nothing we can do. But we can call her out.
Have a great celebration this weekend.
Thank you. I hope everybody else does, whether you're doing graduations, cookouts, lake, pool, whatever you're doing. Have a wonderful time.
Yeah, we had our graduation last weekend. This weekend, the old alma mater, University of Nebraska, is playing softball at Tennessee.
They have been doing very well. So is Tennessee. So Tennessee that should be a good game.
It should be. Tennessee is the number 7 seed, certainly the favorite. But when the school, the son goes there, daughter's on the way there. Mm-hmm. When they're only 2 hours away, you can bet we're going to find our way there.
Absolutely.
And root on the old home team. So we've got that this weekend. Obviously, the graduation for the Memorial Day holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So a lot going on. Be safe. Have a good time. Going to be a little cool, so I want to take an umbrella, Mark says.
Yeah, maybe
at least
sweatshirt.
Sunday and Monday. It's certainly a sweatshirt as well, as it's cool for this time of year. But enjoy. Have a good weekend. You have a great weekend.
Thank
Congratulations.
You too. Thank you very much.
And Kenzie, thank you for everything today.
You,
we have enjoyed it. Perfect. Rock solid, just like we knew it would be. And that is all of our time. So we will see you again next Friday for another weekend preview right here on WJHL Plus. You can catch all of these events and so much more on our website, WJHL.com. Until then, happy Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you next Friday afternoon.
Bye.